This tutorial will cover proofing documents to include inserting a comment, navigating and editing those comments, displaying the review pane, tracking changes in a document, and being able to accept and reject those changes.
For this exercise, we're going to be looking at proofing documents. And this might come in handy in the workplace if you're having to review somebody else's work and provide them feedback. And so it's a way that you can express your thoughts about what was put on paper in a comment section and allow them to see what your advice or opinion is about the content they have so that they can go back in and change it. We're going to look at how to insert a comment, how to navigate and edit a comment, and how to display it in the review pane. The first thing we'll do is we'll highlight the first sentence. And then it says to go to the review pane and then the comments group. Now we're going to click new comment. So if I wanted to make a comment on this, and maybe I thought it was too wordy and I needed to rephrase it, I could put too wordy, rephrase. Okay. And so you're just really typing that word or sentence here in this information. Let's go ahead and let's highlight the first sentence in the second paragraph. And if we right click, this is just showing you another way that you can add a comment. This will bring up our shortcut menu, and you could also click comment here. And I might say change 2013 to 2016. So now what you can do, once you have these comments here, if you're wanting to navigate between them, I can use my next and previous buttons or my delete if I wanted to change this. So I'm going to use my previous. Maybe I want to add something else here. And don't forget to add information about XYZ. Okay. If I want to go back down to this next one, I can hit next, and now it's taken us back down to the following comment. And that is really just how easy it is to navigate between the comments. There is a way that you can also view a reviewing pane, and it also tracks some of those changes. So we're going to look at that next. So it says from the Review tab in the Tracking group, so here's our Tracking group, we're going to click the Review pane drop-down arrow. So here's our Review pane drop-down arrow. And then you'll notice you have vertical or horizontal. So let's go ahead and click horizontal. So down here also shows us the changes, the date and time when these changes were made as well. So now it says to make 4 changes to the document to see, how it looks in the review pane. So I'm just going to take away the word here. I'm going okay. So it's not doing anything. It's not tracking anything right now, even though I've made these changes. So there is a way that you can do the track changes. The key thing as to why we are not seeing any changes being made is you do have to click track changes. So now watch. I'm going to take this word professionally. I'm going to maybe make it bold. Do you see now it even says font was bolded? And then it also popped up this little box here. Or maybe I want to take this word out completely, like I did a moment ago to a word. Now it shows it in red with a line through it. So it will track those changes. But again, the key is this button has to be selected. And I went ahead and did vertical too to show you what that looks like. So then the vertical review pane is over here to the left if you were to change that. And that will sum up on tracking the changes. There's one last thing that you can do when you're tracking changes and once you get this document, and that is to accept or reject the change as well. So here under the review, the next tab over is the changes section, and if I accepted this change, it would keep it. If I reject this change, like to make it bold, it would take out the bold for professionally there. Okay, so that's how you can now, so there aren't any comments or tracked changes in your document. So I've made all of the changes to accept or reject those changes. If you want to make sure that the track changes is off, you don't like it showing those changes, just click it once more and that will turn it off. That will sum up then how to insert a comment, navigate back and forth between comments, how you view your review pane either horizontally or vertically, how you track changes, and how you accept or reject those changes.